Jai Hind to all, welcome to your YouTube channel MND and thanks for your patience. This means a lot to us. Now today the update is on Russia Ukraine gas deal. Now both these nations are racing against time to renew their critical gas transit deal, which is set to expire in just a couple of days. Now the deal that's set to expire on January 1st, this 2019 agreement between Moscow and Kiev ensured the continued flow of Russian gas through Ukraine for 5 years despite ongoing tensions. A critical network of pipeline in Ukraine connects Russian gas to several European nations including Poland, Slovakia and Hungary. Now believe it or not, everyone had reasons to stick to this deal. Ukraine has announced it won't renew the gas transit deal with Russia, which is set to expire on December 31st, 2024. Now, this decision comes as no surprise given the ongoing conflict between the two nations. The current deal allowed Russia to transport gas through Ukraine to Europe, generating significant transit fees for Ukraine. However, Ukraine's President Zelensky has made it clear that his country will not extend the agreement, citing concerns over financing Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Now, this development has significant implications for Europeans' energy security as Russian gas supplies to several European countries will be impacted. Slovakia, Hungary, and Austria, which have continued to receive Russian gas via Ukraine, will need to find alternative sources. Now, here's how the energy future will look like. If we talk about the economic impact, we are talking about the Ukraine, we will talk about the Ukraine in the beginning. Ukraine stands to lose approximately 800 US dollar million in annual transit fees from Russia, equivalent to 0.5% of its GDP, a significant blow to its wartime economy. Now, the loss of Russian transit fees will cost Ukraine around 800 US dollar million annually, a substantial setback for a nation already strapped for resources. If we talk about the geopolitical implications, by ending the transit deal, Ukraine may relinquish some influence over Europe, which has relied on Ukraine pipelines for Russian gas. Secondly, Ukraine's decision could also lead to a loss of leverage over Europe as the continent reduces its dependence on Ukrainian pipelines. Now, when we talk about the security concerns, with Russia no longer benefiting from the transit deal, Ukraine's gas infrastructure may become a target, potentially disrupting domestic gas supplies. Second, Russia might now view Ukraine's gas infrastructure as a legitimate target, posing a risk to Ukraine's ability to supply its own population. Now, Ukraine's strategic decision, despite potential cost, Ukraine has chosen to prioritize further isolating and pressurizing Russia's, demonstrating its commitment to resisting Russian aggression. Then Ukraine's decision reflects its resolve to squeeze and isolate Russia, even if it means incurring a significant economic and security risks. Now, how will this impact Russia? When we talk about Russia's state-owned gas giant, it has suffered its worst loss in 25 years, a whooping 6.9 US dollar billion, and things are about to get worse as losing the Ukrainian pipeline will cost them additionally 6.5 US dollar billion annually. So even if a peace agreement is reached and Western sanctions are lifted, Russia's EU customers will likely have already secured alternative suppliers, making it difficult for Russia to regain its market share. Now, Russia's options Russia's options are limited, and even its planned pipeline to China is uncertain. Now, with China sailing on the project and diving a hard bargain on prices. Now, this pipeline would only carry a fraction of the gas Russia has lost in Europe. So, anyways, if why does Putin keeps saying he's happy to keep sending gas through Ukraine? It's all about deflecting a blame by pretending he's willing to continue the gas transit. So he's shifting the focus away from its own decision to invade Ukraine and onto Ukraine's decision not to renew the deal. Now, when we talk about Slovakia, Austria, or Hungary, while the European Union has cut its reliance on Russian gas, it hasn't kicked its habit. Russian pipeline gas has now dropped from 40% of European Union pre-war supplies to 8% today. But LNG imports via ships, trucks and trains are up from 14% to 20%. And while the European Union rushes to cut Russia's gas completely by 2027, some members have been doubling down, not all via Ukraine. Last year, Hungary got half its gas from Russia, Slovakia got 89% and Austria got as much as 97%. So this is all due to an interlinked mix of geography. They are landlocked, commerce, and they are on long-term contracts with Russia. And even geopolitically we see they are among the European Union's more Russia-friendly members. But importantly, they are also plugged into the broader European gas network and can use it like everyone else. So the issue is it cost more plus Slovakia stands to lose 1.5 billion US dollars in annual transit and release fees. The Russian gas landscape is undergoing a significant transformation. With Nord Stream severely damaged and Ukrainians' pipelines set to close, Russia is left with only one major route to supply gas to Europe, and that's Turk Stream and its Balkan Stream leg. Now, this dramatic shift has led to a surprising turn of events. Turkey, which controls the remaining pipeline, has gained substantial leverage over Russia. This newfound influence is likely a key factor behind Turkish President increasingly assertive stance towards Putin, including his successful maneuvering to exclude Russia from Syria. But that's not all. Ukraine also stands to benefit from its arrangement. With Russia's gas flows through Ukraine potentially resuming in the future, Kyiv could tax these flows to fund its massive rebuilding efforts post-war. Now, this would give Ukraine significant negotiating power in any future recovery talks with Russia. Now, the tables have kind of turned, and Russia, once the dominant player in European gas market, is now facing increased pressure from Turkey and Ukraine. As the situation continues to unfold, things will get clear and we will keep giving you updates. But the dynamics of the Russian gas landscape, they have forever changed. For Russian Ukraine gas transit deal has reached a critical juncture because despite the rumors that Ukraine might secretly allow rebranded Russian gas to flow, possibly labeled as Azerbaijani's gas, Kyiv appears resolute in its opposition. So this stance is likely driven by Ukrainians' desire to minimize its reliance on Russian energy and reduce Moscow's leverage over Kyiv. By refusing to renew the gas transit deal, Ukraine aims to limit Russia's influence and bolster its own energy security. Now, the expiration of this deal may also have significant implications for the Russia, as it will lose a crucial transit route to Europe. Now, this could further exacerbate Russia's economic woes and limit its ability to exert pressure on European nations. Ultimately, I feel the outcome of this situation will depend on various deepened factors, including the actions of European nations, the response of Russia, and the resolve of Ukraine. And one thing is certain, however, the Russia Ukraine gas transit deal has reached a critical turning point with far reaching consequences for all parties involved. Do let us know what do you think, how the dynamics and geopolitical landscape is expected to change with this Russia Ukraine gas deal. Do let us know about your views in our comment section, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share our videos. Jai Hind.